In this video, we'll be installing the RecDeck onto a WaveRunner. Begin by placing the uninstalled RecDeck topside down on a clean working surface. Locate the reboarding ladder and the flange button head bolts. Extend the ladder from the stowed position and align the ladder with the 6 mounting bolts. By hand, thread the 6 button head bolts to secure the ladder to the platform. Start with the rear bolts and work your way forward. Once all 6 bolts are installed, thread them near their seated position but do not torque them down. With all bolts started and near their seated position, torque them to their proper spec. Once installed, collapse the ladder and secure it to its stowed position. You will find the insert plates come attached to the mounting brackets out of the box. Remove the button head bolts from each mounting bracket. Install the insert plates on the platform. Be sure to align the holes. The solid surface on the insert plate will face up with the platform upside down. Insert the carriage bolts from the underside of the platform. The shorter carriage bolts are used in the recessed holes. On the underside of the plate, secure the bolts with the 4 nylon lock nuts. And torque them to their proper spec. Repeat the same steps on the other side. Align the mounting bracket with the outside forward edge of the RecDeck. Insert the button head bolt with washer through the mounting bracket. Thread into the insert plate hand tight. Repeat the same steps to install the insert plate on the other side. This completes the pre-assembly of the platform. Remove the reboarding step from the back of the WaveRunner. Use a screwdriver and a wrench to remove the bolts from both sides of the ladder and retain for later use. A small screwdriver or pick can be inserted through the 2 eyelet collars to lock the spring mount in the down position. Avoid as much spring tension as possible when removing the swim step so the spring mounts do not crash into the through-hole bolts. This can deform the mount, making installation difficult. Once the reboarding step is removed, install the 2 support rods for the deck. Twist the support rod until the holes for the bolts are aligned. Orient the narrow side of the plate rearward. Using a dead blow hammer and gently tapping the end of the support rod while twisting will make installation easier. Reinstall the factory swim step bolt and nut removed in the previous steps. Repeat the same steps for the other side. Remove the clamp on top of the visibility spout hose and retain for later use. Unhooking the reverse bucket linkage and placing the bucket in the downward position will allow more space to remove the clamp. Loosen the clamp at the base of the hose and remove the factory installed tube. Insert the clear tube into the corrugated plastic tube and retighten the clamp. Secure the clear tube to the deck with a zip tie. The eye of the zip tie should thread onto one of the bolts holding the rear gum wheel trim. Place the platform on the back of the WaveRunner. Check the alignment of the support post under the platform. The 4 holes in the support bracket should line up with the holes in the platform. There should be about a 1/4 inch gap between the platform and the rear grab handle. During this step, a 1/4 inch drive ratchet extension can be used as a feeler gauge to gain the proper clearance between the deck and the WaveRunner. Ensure the platform is properly aligned with the WaveRunner both front to back and side to side. There should not be any large gaps. When happy with the placement, place a weight on the back of the platform to hold it in place. Install the support post and hand tighten only. Repeat these steps on the other side. With the remaining clamp on the clear tube, slide over the visibility spout and secure the tube with the clamp. Reconfirm that the platform is still in the correct position. Using a 5/16 drill bit, drill 3 holes into the deck of the WaveRunner. Use the holes in the platform mounting brackets as a template. When drilling, run the drill in reverse for approximately 3 to 5 seconds before drilling forward. Install the 3 bolts and washers into the holes. To tighten, first remove the rear seat and storage compartment. With one hand, reach under the seat to install the 3 nuts and washers onto the bolts. Do not drop the hardware in this step. It will be extremely difficult to fish the hardware out of the hole if dropped. With the other hand holding the nuts inside the hole, tighten the bolts on top. Repeat for the other side. Tighten the support post under the platform and torque them to their proper spec. Tighten the clear tube to the deck with a zip tie. Install the marine mat on the RecDeck platform. To start, clean the deck surface with rubbing alcohol and then lay the marine mat upside down on the platform. You will need to cut portions of the paper backing for easier application. Draw guidelines for the cuts you will make. Draw the first line vertically from the top of the cleat to the left side of the RecDeck all the way down to the bottom of the mat. Repeat for the other side. Next, draw 2 short horizontal lines from the top outer corners of the upper cleats to the edge of the mat. Using a razor blade, cut the paper backing along the lines you drew. Be very careful in this step not to cut through the mat. Take your time and work slowly. Gently score the paper with a razor knife along the marked lines a few times to aid in not cutting through the marine mat. Before attempting to adhere the mat, ensure the backing paper has been cut all the way through. Painter's tape during this step can make installation of the marine mat easier. Then, peel off the center portion of the backing only. Lightly set it on the center of the platform and align the marine mat based on the centering of the cleats and the cutouts. Hold the left side of the center down, remove the folded backing, and lay the mat flat. Lightly press the center in place. Ensure the mat lies flat and is in the proper position. Take your time and work slowly. Peel the backing off the upper left corner, sticking the corner of the mat onto the deck. Ensure the deck is aligned. Peel off the left side of the paper backing. Stick the left side of the marine mat onto the deck. Ensure the marine mat lies flat and is in the proper position. Repeat for the largest section of the backing on the right side. Leave the backing on in the upper right corner. Then, remove the backing from the upper corner pieces of the mat and stick them onto the deck separately. Identify the correct side to place the upper corner pieces. Align the piece around the bolt hole to confirm the inner edge matches the shape. Then, remove the backing from the upper corner pieces of the mat and stick them onto the deck separately. Repeat for the other side. Ensure the marine mat adheres to the platform. Use a spray paint can or something similar to roll the mat and make sure it completely adheres to the platform. Ensure all mat edges are adhered to the deck. Use your finger and apply pressure and trace the edges of the marine mat. Adhere the warning label to the rear of the deck. And this completes your RecDeck installation.